Okay, here we go. I'm going to do a swing analysis here today of Pratima Sherpa. This young lady has a very unique and inspirational background. I mean, how many people's home course have monkeys in the fairway? Pretty cool, huh? Okay, let's take a quick look here at her setup, and then we'll look at her swing to see some techniques that she's using. We can see that she's using an interlock style grip. She hooks her right index finger pretty well here. Okay, when we focus here on the left, you can see with the rear line and the shoulder line, she's done a pretty good job of centering her feet in between the two. You can see the line coming off her back. Her head is just slightly off of that. Knees flexed comfortably. We can see the shaft lines running right into her belt. Hands hanging right underneath the shoulders here. You can see she's done a good job here of creating some square lines with her shoulders, hips, and feet in relationship to the target line. Okay, so let's get into the swing to see some techniques that she's using. So we'll go ahead and just draw her back on the left here first. See immediately her hands are a little bit active in the swing. You see her head just dropping just a hair here as she winds up towards the top. We back her up just a little bit. You can see her club face angle is square to her left arm at this moment as she completes her backswing. When you zoom in here on her left hand, you can see she's allowing the freedom of the grip to come out of her palm a little bit and stay in the fingers. This was something Bobby Jones used to talk about as far as allowing the freedom of the club to stay in the fingers there and come out of the hand if necessary to complete the backswing. You can see her left arm running a little bit high of the shoulder plane line. See her right arm is supporting that in a good position here. Right forearm pointing slightly down at the ground. She's kept a little bit of flexion in her right knee. Left knee's driving down relatively good here. And she's allowed her hips to wind up, and she's made a really full shoulder turn, as you can see here on the right. So as we wind her up to the top here on the right, I mean right now, you can see right about now she's at 90 degrees. And you can see how much she's winding up past that mark. She's making a huge shoulder turn here. Okay, so from the top here, we'll go back to the left. As she goes to unwind, you can see the right leg starting to drive in. You can see her hips and belt starting to uncoil. You can see she gets a little vertical as far as her body positions here. And when you zoom in here on her feet, even with her irons, you can see her right foot and left foot are both getting vertical force off the ground here. She has a very strong uncoiling into the golf ball here. Arms getting fully extended. See her right arm's in a great position here. Club's falling a little bit steep initially, but it flattens out and gets into a great hitting position as she arrives here. Good unwinding through the ball. Pretty good release here. Knees kissing. Nice full finish here. Nice balance. Pretty good overall athletic swing. Okay, as she winds up, you can see her hands are getting active pretty early where the club's starting to hinge a little bit. You can see here at address, one thing I noticed, her left elbow's pointed out a little bit. Her right elbow is pointed in at her hip. As she continues to wind up, like we spoke about, huge shoulder turn, freedom in the grip here with her hands where they're not holding it too tight. Good drive off the left leg. Now one thing I want you to focus in on here is watch this force she gets off the ground. As she's completing her backswing, you can see she starts to shift into her left side. Things are starting to uncoil. If you watch her hip line here, she's getting a nice unwinding into the ball here. You can really see her right leg starting to drive. Now from here, watch how much vertical force she's going to get from the ground. You see that left leg starting to post. Okay, I'm going to mark her head here. Now as that's starting to post up, you can see that kick her back to her right foot a little bit as far as the effect. And you can see both feet here are getting airborne. And there's a lot of power from the ground here from this young lady. See the hips are fully unwound at this moment. See at this moment, right arm's in close, has a good amount of lag still on the club as she's going to deliver the hit. Hands in front here right before she makes contact. Left arm's extended at this moment. But if you watch the next couple frames, you'll see it get a little jammy. Not too much. If you notice as she continues on here, it folds and releases pretty well. As you see here, the back of the left hand is getting into the Spider-Man position. It's getting flicked off and released. She continues through here. Her left arm starts to fold really well here into her finish. Great full finish, great range of motion. She has a great sense of balance because it's a very dynamic swing. Okay, that was Pratima Sherpa. I wish her the best of luck here on her golfing journey. And you all have a good day now. Thank you.